What's the deal? It's the Real from What's Your Perspective, an open-ended podcast that welcomes all perspectives. Woo! What's the deal? How y'all feeling today? It's real nice weather this week, so y'all go ahead and enjoy that while y'all can, cause it's definitely gonna get right back cold right quick for my people that's in the Midwest and the East Coast. So yeah, enjoy that. I really have like a ghetto, real ghetto vibes, you know. You play when you go outside. I have it from my top 5 underrated artists. So yeah, tap into that. But yeah. So look, I have so much to say per usual. So let's just hop straight into it. But honestly, I really do have something to say. It's kind of like not necessarily been weighing on me, but I've kind of been thinking about it a lot. Yeah, I kind of been thinking about. Damn, I just did something weird, but I kind of have been thinking about it a lot. So yeah, I feel like our generation is not even feel like our generation is doing it big. Okay, we doing stuff, making money in ways people have never seen before. Young ages, like literally, like our generation is getting to it. I don't care what nobody say. But at the same time, I feel like our generation feels somewhat like inferior and insecure about like our future. I feel like we're very selfish, which is okay, because baby, I'm selfish too. Okay, look, babes, I don't be worried about nobody but myself, and I'm not saying that in a way that's like, oh, I'm not saying it in a, I'm it's not as selfish as it sounds. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right now, like my generation is very young. So for us to be in this era of like hustling and getting to it and finding our way in life, building the foundation for the lives that we want to have in the future, it's okay to be selfish. 100% okay to be selfish. I don't care what nobody tells you. It's okay to be selfish in a time period like this. But something I don't think we prioritize that much is politics. No matter how much we chat on social media or nothing like that, I really do feel like we don't prioritize politics in our actual future. I'm gonna move out the US one day, so this really affect y'all. But while I'm still here, you know, I have to indulge in it a little bit. And since I'm old enough to vote, I guess I'll take advantage of the opportunity to do what my peoples couldn't, you know, do it for the ancestors until I move, you know. So yeah, but honestly, what I'm about to say, like, Girly is doing it for the culture. You know what? Girly is not only doing it for the culture. She's doing it for the world, baby. She's doing it for the world. So, okay, for our future's sake, Jasmine Sherman, you heard me right, Jasmine Sherman. I forgot what her like vice president's name is. It's Blue something. But yeah, she's for the people. She's for land preservation. She's for LGBTQ plus. She's literally plans on decriminalizing sex work. She's for the environment. She's for abolishing police policy, which includes excessive force. Excessive force and corruption. She's also for restoring and the restoration of economic growth, making taxes more mobile, and protecting the vulnerable. She's that girl. She's that politician, okay? Like, literally. This lady is better than Beyonce of the USA. So sorry, but she's better than Beyonce of the USA, okay? Vote her in today, okay? Literally. And on top of that, Trump is officially off of the ballot slip as of like February 7th or 9th ish, whatever it was. So yeah, I feel like for the coons out there that we're gonna vote for Trump. You don't have a choice now. So at least vote for somebody that look like your mama, okay? And even if she don't look like your mama, I just feel like she stands for the greater good. So why not vote for her? She's literally, and there's more policies than this. On top of that, like, she stands for a lot more than the policies or the items I just listed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not? Do your own research. You don't have to believe me, but her name is Jasmine Sherman once again. Sherman 2024. I wish I had a flag to wave, okay? But yeah, she's that girl. I feel like she is actually going to make a difference, and she's not just going to be the face of a country and be used as a puppet. Like, all respect to Obama, but we all know that he was used as a puppet. But I feel like she's actually going to put things in place and hire people, fire people, or put things in place and create a foundation that will actually benefit us in the future, which is something that I will forever be grateful for and forever appreciate when and if she becomes the president of the United States. And her vice president is a woman as well, I believe. So yeah, I really do feel like I don't know why people wouldn't, you know, politicians are important, yes, but why wouldn't you put a literal civilian in office? Like, I never really understood it. Like, why wouldn't you put a regular civilian in office? Like, that makes the most sense. Like, they're able to relate with the people. They're able to understand what policies realistically need to be put in place in order to benefit not only the economy, but the American people. I can really go on a tangent. I'm not doing that. Yeah, we need to change. Especially while I'm still living here, something's gonna shake. Okay? And it's gonna shake soon, because now I'm grown. I can vote. So yeah, what's up? Yeah. But since the first topic, aside from culture and politics, that I'm going to get into today's music, I love that Cardi dropped. I hope she drops an album. My bad transition. Let's get into music, yay! But yeah, I hope that Cardi B drops an album. I actually didn't get to watch the music video she just dropped, and I didn't get to listen to the full song yet. The internet just ruined so much for me. It's like I don't feel like I need to go and watch the full thing now, because I've seen the whole thing on Instagram. I've seen all her outfits, wardrobe changes. Like, that's so annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it though. But I digress. Like I said, it's hot outside all week, so this is all the ghetto shit. Okay, these are my top 5 underrated artists of the week. Starting off with YTB Fact. YTB Fact. My favorite song by him. Oh wow, it's not on here. I'm embarrassed. It's Get Back. My bad. YTB Fact, Get Back. Deja Doll, Stop for Free, fill in the blank. Bag Life D, Shoot the Club Up. MTH, Nige, Bar Louie, shout out to Nigel, and last but not least, Big C's Flow with Detroit Rat News. Yeah, all dope artists. I love them. They really coming up, and I really hope they keep going. One of them is really big. He done been YTB Fat. He made songs with Money Bag Yo. So he's already coming up. His talent has been noticed. But I still feel like he has a lot of room to elevate and take over. I feel like he's an artist that could take over the summer, honestly, because he's from the country. I think he's from Miami. Yeah, Miami artists make great summer songs, great summer bops. But yeah, I feel like they're amazing artists, all ghetto though, so they had turned some up for sure. So yeah, I love these artists, and I hope they continue to grow. And that is all I have for music and culture and politics today. Oh yeah, last week. Y'all know what I meant. Okay. So this is the entertainment for this week. So let's get into the tea for Love is Blind. So honestly, I'm just waiting for the finale and the reunion. I stopped watching Love is Blind. When did I start watching Love is Blind? I stopped watching Love is Blind because it started pissing me off because everybody was getting divorced. Everybody was getting divorced, or they were saying no at the altar, literally. So it started pissing me off because love isn't blind, baby. It's not. That's the conclusion I came to. And I get like Love is Blind is like technically an experiment, and they use like real people as guinea pigs. But I don't know. I feel like don't play with my emotions like that. Like I don't know. For somebody to get up on the altar and say no to me, oh, I would never live it down. I would have to jump off the altar. Like jump off the altar, baby. I wouldn't make it home. No. I wouldn't, but regardless, I forgot their names, but the black couple, I actually like them. I feel like there's a lot of longevity in their relationship because they're both very optimistic. I don't know why the black dude feels like he's gonna cheat because his dad cheated. Like that sounds like a sorry ass excuse. Yeah, cause why do you feel like you're gonna cheat because your dad did? Have you cheated before? If you've never cheated, then what's the problem? Like what? I don't know. Regardless, all them other couples is fake, except for I think it's Jonathan and the Puerto Rican girl. She is so pretty. She's like a literal ray of sunshine. I like her a lot. I feel like they're gonna end up being together. I really need to like learn people's names. It's just so many names, but I digress. Moving on to 20s. I'm gonna start putting like photos of this stuff so y'all could like know what I'm talking about. I know I said that before and I didn't do it, but I'm gonna do it for real. But regardless, moving on to 20s. 20s was on BET Plus. My parents bought the subscription on my Prime account. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well use BET Plus. So I watched the entire show 20s that was on BET Plus. It came out in 2020, but it's basically about this gay girl that lives in LA. She's trying to make her dreams happen, and she's in her 20s. So basically, she's trying to figure it out. She's messing with somebody that's not in her 20s. Like, I say messing with because they're not talking, they're not dating. They're just having sex and the older girl is using her. I don't know why she doesn't recognize that. Some people don't, so I get it. But, yeah. So, they only had one season. I feel like they should really bring it back because it was actually a good show. It reminds me of, like, Run the World and Harlem. Oh, I love those shows. But yeah, it definitely reminded me of that. And it was for the most part, it was an all female cast. I don't think I saw one man on there unless they were extras. So yeah, it was a dope show though. 20s. And all of the actors, well, all of the actresses, I've never seen them before. I think I saw one of the lead actresses before in like a few movies and a few shows. But other than that, the cast was brand new. I love new talent, bro. Like, I love new talent. I hate the fact that Hollywood keeps recycling the same 20, 30 people as if they haven't had these long careers. Like, we get it. They can act. Let's see somebody else. Give somebody else a chance. So yeah, I really appreciated that about 20s. It was dope. I hope they bring it back. I know that was 4 years ago, but yeah. Moving on to Abott Elementary. So this episode was hilarious. And them choir women, them choir girlies, they was haters. They needed to definitely give her spot because she could sing. Like, not her singing in front of the school and taking up the whole school day. Like, I would have been asleep just like those kids, okay? And Jacob is so funny because he's the biggest pushover ever. And it's funnier because I have a friend that's like this. Like, I don't know. I could never put my comfort over somebody else's feelings. Like, if I want to break up because I don't want to be with you anymore, it's hurting my feelings staying with you, baby. I gotta go. I got to go. I gotta pack my shit up and go. Because I can't. And I get it. Like, it is a tough conversation to have. Just like other conversations are tough to have. But I gotta go. I got to go. So yeah, Jacob is hilarious. And yeah, I love how they keep sprinkling Janine into this season. I hope they don't spend the rest of the seasons doing that because she's still a main character, obviously, but I need her in the main characterness more. I need her in the plot more. Like, she feels very much like not necessarily she feels like an extra with the storyline. Like how who was she dating? Like how she was dating Vince Staples in like season 2 or season 1. it feels like that because they gave him life. They definitely gave him life because he was dealing with Janine. But baby, you're the main character. You wrote the show. Like, she needs her storyline back. She needs to come back to Abby. But I just don't want this to be played out. Then they spend the school year doing the same stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't want to look too far in the future and like overthink it. But yeah, I do think that Janine needs to be like more involved in the plot. But yeah. Moving on to BMF. The season 3 premiere came on last Friday. So yeah, it was a great start to the season. Terry ain't shit, just like a lot of men. But it's just killing me. Like, I just never really understood why men will go and have a family and then they'll damn near try to start a new family with somebody that is in the same situation as him, already has kids, already doing this, doing that. My thing is, at this time, Terry was like 15, 16 years old, pulling grown woman. Like, she was a girl. The girl that he had a baby with, like the 2 kids, like in real life, like was around the same age as him. What's her name? Lala. Off screen and in the movie is a grown woman. Terry is still like 15, 16 years old. I'm like, what? Like, y'all don't, what? Like, that's, child, I don't know, call CPS, round the troops. Like, what? I mean, but you can't blame the women. I'm not gonna lie, I would have been left him. I would have never had a child with him. I'm so sorry. I would have threw myself stomach first down the steps. Because I feel like, you know, when a man isn't shit. I feel like, you know, when a person isn't shit. And he has horrible tendencies. Like, he just literally loves to have sex. And then attaches himself to the people he has sex with. It's like, it's the literal opposite of what men sell to us as the rationale behind why they cheat. Oh, men are made to have sex and this is and the third. Like, no, you're not. And you literally see him in this show getting attached, and that's he gonna mess their whole entire operation up, literally. And he did, literally, he messed their entire operation up. So you're coochie press, baby. Like, come on, in real life and on the screen. Like, be so for real. Like, come on. I just can never understand that. But I'm very, very excited for what the rest of the season is gonna look like. They have a lot of celebrities, and I want to see if they can act for real. Cause I actually liked 2 Chainz's acting in this episode. It was actually pretty good. Like, it just seemed like he was acting as himself with another name, another persona. But I did like this episode. I'm excited to see Saweetie and Lil Baby. I hope Lil Baby is not like super animated when he acts, cause we all know everything he do is memeable. So yeah, very excited for that. Excuse me. But last but not least is going to be Not Dead Yet. I feel like this was dragged, but I get it. Like, this is one of those shows that's a literal sitcom. I think I'm so used to TV shows having actual like plots, like this triggered this, and this, and this is the end of the story. I think I'm not in like a sitcom like Tyler Perry, House of Pain, Meet the Browns type of like mindset anymore. So when I watch sitcoms, I'm like, what's the point? Because sometimes when I watch Abott, I feel like I'm falling into that same loop. But like, especially when I watch Not Dead Yet, I feel like it's like, okay, what's the point of this? Like, it's a filler episode. It's not bad. It's still good TV. It's just a filler episode. So yeah. Yeah, it was funny though. It was a silly episode. But it was cute. It was very, very down to earth. And of course it was hilarious. I loved at the end when the lady that whose obituary she was writing to, like the ghost. What she do? She was like yelling, like cursing and saying everything she wants to say. So that was really cute. That was funny. That was hilarious. It was. But yeah, so that's actually all I have for entertainment today. But speaking of entertainment, I don't know if I'm out the loop. Like I don't understand. So it's this lady on social media. Her name is Nara Aziza. I just don't understand. Why do y'all hate this lady so much? Like y'all hate on her hard. Hard, and she don't even do nothing. Like, is it because she can cook and you can't? Is it because like she's very feminine and soft and like in within her divinity? Like, I don't understand. Um, is it because she's conducting her wife duties for her husband and children, you know, being a great mother? Like, is it her cooking food from scratch? Like, I don't understand the issue like at all. Yeah, is it because she's doing her wife duties and y'all can't get a text back? Like, I don't get it. Is it because y'all can't get a man to pay for y'all Happy Meal, let alone pay for you to live in a penthouse, take you to Louis V, bodega, like a shopping spree? I don't understand. Like, I don't really get it. Like, I don't know. I don't understand why people hate on this woman, because social media just bashed, like, they'll bash people one day for like, they'll bash women obviously for not being feminine and not living within their divinity, and they're having their soft girl era, and oh, you're too independent, and oh, you're this, you're that, you're this. But when there's a woman that literally publicizes that she's doing that, not to prove anything, but it's literally just doing it because that's how she lives, that's her lifestyle. She's a model, and she's a lifestyle, like a lifestyle influencer. Like, literally, I think she's made her millions already, babes. Like, she was a model first. She's just a lifestyle influencer now, I think, just because she probably doesn't have anything else to do besides take care of her kids and get on the internet, which is fine. That's what a lot of people who are taken care of do. A lot of people in general, I get on the internet, like I don't get it, but I don't know. And she posts some great recipes too. That's why I like her. So anyway, I love her content. I feel like it is very, very refreshing, like, especially because she doesn't yell. Like, she doesn't scream, cuss, run, like anything like that on her platform. Like, she just calmly explains the meals that she's making, why she's making them. Oh, my kids said I was watching a video today, and it was like, oh, I asked my kids what they wanted for breakfast, and they said they wanted cereal. This lady made cereal from scratch. Like, literally rolled up the dough, made various flavors. She made like Cocoa Puffs and like chocolate chip Cocoa Puffs. The only thing she didn't do was milk the cow. I kid you not. The only thing she didn't do was milk the cow. I love that for her. And I don't know if I love that for her because, well, I love that for her in general, but I don't know if I really like her content because of I don't have no mic right now, but I don't know if I really like her content because that's something that I like really resonate with, like the fact that I cook all my meals from scratch for the most part, and that I'm like, I cook everything. Like, I don't really go out to eat because I don't feel like you should. Like, well, not necessarily you shouldn't, but it's at home. Like, for what? So yeah, I don't know if it's that, but I don't know. Yeah, so, and on top of that, she just gives really great recipes. She showed me how to make bread, mozzarella cheese. I never knew you can make mozzarella cheese like that. Yeah, so I don't know. The stuff she posts, I'm gonna do. So, but regardless, I think another reason why her content really resonates with me is because she is one of the reasons why I still have hope when it comes to being very vulnerable and feminine with a man, and allowing a man to lead you into a safe enough space to the point where you know that you'll be cared for, you'll be listened to, not only financially as far as being cared for, but you'll be cared for mentally and physically, and you'll be cared for with empathy, enough to be soft, enough to be feminine. You don't have to be hyper independent with a man that loves you and that is going to take care of you. So I just think that's something that I really appreciate about her content, because it still gives me hope. But yeah, I don't know why y'all hate on her. I think the internet just does. I think y'all be doing anything. Y'all be doing anything because y'all know y'all are miserable. Y'all are miserable in y'all real lives. So y'all comment on anything. Y'all say anything so that somebody can respond. So that the highlight of your day can be you arguing under a girl post that she would never reply back to. You're arguing with one of her fans. And that's the highlight of your day. That's miserable. I think you should really get a life. Whoever's doing that, like, they should really get a life. But, because I be reading comments. I read everybody's comments. And I be cracking up. But they really be dogging this lady for nothing. Like, she's just living her life. But, whatever. It's entertainment to me, so it's what it is. But, that is all I have for entertainment this week. Okay, so moving on to sports. So, March Madness is off to a crazy start. There was some great games this weekend. Nuggets versus the Lakers, Spurs versus OKC, and oh my God, the Celtics cooked the Warriors. Like, I never thought in my lifetime that I would ever see the Warriors get cooked the way they did. On my soul, like, I never would have thought that. It was damn near a 50-point lead. A 50-point lead from the middle of the second quarter to the end of the game. Crazy. I've never seen it. I've never seen the Warriors get cooked like that. It was the biggest lead in franchise history. That's insane. That's insane. Like 5-6 years ago, I never would have thought I would have witnessed an ass whooping like that for the Warriors. Literally, it was insane. It was so hard to watch. Like, it was so hard to watch that. Like, and playing in it, I know they felt worse. Like, personally, I feel like you can come back from any lead, but baby, a lead like that, I would have cried when I got home. Swear to God, they got whooped so crazy. Like, oh, they got whooped so crazy. But look, these are my playoff predictions. So, with Giannis, Damian Lillard, and Bobby Portis, I feel like the Bucks are definitely gonna be in the top 4. Along with OKC, since they got SAG, they got Chet, Jay Williams, and Josh Giddey. Just SGA, like, alone, dropping 30 points a night, crazy. Having a 30-point night every night is crazy. Yeah, I feel like him alone, like, easy work. Like, top 4 for sure. The Celtics, that team has been dominating the West and the East. I think they're over 5 straight wins at this point. Like, literally, like, they have some crazy astronomical number. They won this whole weekend. So that's like 3-4 games off rip they've been playing since like Thursday or Friday, I think. So yeah, they've been doing great. Dominating this season. Jimmy want that. Not Jimmy. Jason Tatum, he want that. He definitely wants that ring. He gonna get it this year too. So yeah, and last but not least, the Timberwolves. Just notice all of these teams are so young. Like, so young. I love that. They're dominating, they're taking over. But yeah, the Timberwolves for sure is a pretty youthful team as well. So yeah, with Cat on the team, what's his name? Anderson. Whatever his name is, he dark skin. I love him. He ball out. He dropped he had like 5 30-point games his rookie year. But yeah, them the top 4 for sure. Bucks, OKC, and the Celtics. Bucks, OKC, Celtics, and the Timberwolves for sure. They're gonna be playing against each other in the playoffs to get that ring. You feel me? But in the end, I honestly feel like it's gonna be OKC versus Celtics during the playoffs. Not gonna hold you to get that ring. But the Timberwolves are really a close second next to the Celtics. But I don't know if they can follow through. That's my only thing. Well, no, actually, they're a close second to OKC. Excuse me. But once again, I don't know if they'll be able to follow through. They get clutch wins, like crazy wins. But I don't know if they're going to be able to follow through and take it and, like, go to the playoffs and get a ring and beat the Celtics. Like, the Celtics team is just so developed. Just in general, they play so well together. They're healthy for the most part. They're dominating. They're beasts. Absolute beasts. I love watching them play. Literally. Jimmy dropped like 30-something on his birthday. And that's the day they beat the Warriors, had that 50-point lead. I know he went home and told his wife about that. Like, no, he went home and told his son. Like, come on. Crazy work. Crazy work was done that day. But last but not least, I do want to talk about the NFL scouting combine. I'm not gonna talk about the whole thing in general, but there were a few record-breaking players, which I think was dope. It was great. Yeah, the combine looked great, like it really did. But I want to talk about one person specifically, and that's Caleb Williams. So he is a top seed draft pick, and he is only a junior coming out of USC. It's his junior year. He decided to declare for the draft. And y'all have seen him work. Like well, not y'all per se, but y'all have seen him work. So yeah, he essentially what happened during the combine. The combine is a 4-day process. It's 4 days. For those of y'all that don't know what it is, it's 4 days of players that have declared for the draft that were invited out to test their skills further. They run like the 40, right? The 40 or the 20. QB's throws, just, you know, regular drills. You know, they watch them work out essentially. Just go through drills and stuff. And once again, Caleb Williams declared his junior year of college. And it's not like he redshirted or nothing like that. No. He got out of high school, went to a D1 college, and declared his third year. Essentially, he's trying to make history. Like, that's literally what's been stated. He's trying to make history with this. Because, you know, it's not like basketball. Like, basketball, you can come straight out of high school. Literally. Straight out of high school, you can be in the NBA. Easy. As long as you got the talent. NFL doesn't work like that, just off the strength of these being grown men, and you will get smacked up. These are 300-plus pound linebackers that they can kill you. Because if they tackle me, they're probably going to kill me. And I don't weigh anywhere close to 300 pounds. So I understand why the rationale behind both processes and why they both operate the way they do. So with that being said, Caleb Williams arrived, and he didn't do certain things. Like he didn't take the medical test. He didn't throw one of the days. Like he didn't finish all the drills, essentially. So honestly, like a lot of the feedback I've been seeing is first of all, and mind you, he's a junior and he's a #1 draft pick. Crazy. But yeah, I understand like his rationale for not wanting to do the drills or do a few of the drills. Like, I get it. He don't want to tear something. He wants to actually work for the teams he's going to play for. Like, show them the work he can do. So I get it. But once again, just referring back to a lot of what like a few of the commentators have been saying, is that like he feels like he's special, and it's and the third. He feels very entitled. Why are y'all allowing him to not do the drills? And it's and the third. And he's not the only person that didn't do those drills. But at the end of the day, I understand that it is like an invite only thing. But it's like I feel like he's right to a certain extent. It's like you didn't need to see him throw because they have the tape. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he does have the tape to show. You can see him in action. You can see him throwing action on his film. But at the end of the day, I feel like he just should have not come. Like, it is a 4-day process, but I still feel like if you weren't going to participate fully, and that goes for anybody on the teams, you shouldn't have came, babes. Like, you shouldn't have came if you weren't going to put the work in 1,000%. It's 300-400 other men at this combine. Why wouldn't you just take advantage of the opportunity that was given to you? Just play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do understand where he's coming from. But it is the way that he responded to the questions that they asked, like on the media day. And also, like, he could have literally just not came. You know what I'm saying? Just avoided all of that. And on top of that, there's hundreds of players that declared that didn't have the chance to come to the combine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, like, that's, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of like disrespectful to them too, because once again, it is invite only. Not to say like the players that declared and didn't go to the combine won't get drafted, because they definitely will. There's a huge possibility that they will. And they also have other steps to go through prior to the draft, because the draft is in April. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like whatever opportunity is given to you, you should take advantage of it. But that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, I do just feel like he should have just declared. And although he got the invites, you should have showed up to show out, baby. Like, come on. Yeah. So, yeah, those are my final thoughts, closing statements. But yeah, at the end of the day, personally, I just feel like whatever opportunities that are allotted to you, or even whatever opportunities you're able to make for yourself, I feel like you should take advantage of them holistically. Because opportunities, they don't always come often. A lot of opportunities are once in a lifetime. And you don't want to sit there and wonder like, oh, if I would have did this, what would I do? Because I was thinking like, is this going to affect his status? Is this going to drop his ranking potentially? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it will, but you never know. You never know. But regardless, that is all I have for music, entertainment, and sports today. And I just have one question. What's your perspective?